what's up to my beautiful people? Now, hey, I just want to say welcome back to the channel. It's been a journey. It's so funny too because just a few days ago, I just got back able to go live and do this. They gave me a strike on my channel, whereas I couldn't talk to the people and it was bothering me. I'm like, oh my God, I want my mommy. But eventually they let me back on. So welcome back to the channel. What's up? Like and subscribe, share. Appreciate you coming over here to the channel. I hope you don't mind smoking because that's what I'm about to do. Yo, I want to talk to you about rap at 50 years old. There's two sections to that. I like double entendres. So rap at 50 years old because rap music has made it to 50 years old from 1973 with the Sugar Hill Gang and guys like them all the way up till, and it was the Sugar Hill Gang came out later, but like them, people like them. But and then all the way up until now, where it's 2023, 2024, it's been 50 years. The second of the double entendres is I'm 50 years old. This year I turned 50 in June. So now it's been 6 months, I guess 7 months I've been a 50-year-old. So my rhymes are fly, just like a 50-year-old should be. So that's why I like to talk and communicate to y'all as a 50-year-old freaking rapper. Because that's what I am. Think of my microphone, it was a little too far away. So, I remember being a guy as a kid and loving hip hop and listening to it and wanting to be a rapper. I mean, obviously, just like anybody, you'd be like, oh shit, I would love to be a rapper. But you see the rappers and you think they rich. You think they making all this money. You think that obviously they traveling the country. But at that time, I was believing that they were also rich. But it don't be so much like that. They don't be rich and all that. They sign the contracts and do all those things. So is that something to care about? But we check about now. If you become a rapper, even at 50 years old, you can get your message out there to the people without ever having to have a deal, a contract, a bit, anybody. You don't have to have nobody that you work for. You just can get a rap song out that you love, that you wrote the story behind the idea, and you get it out to the people, and they're going to support you and they're going to respond. So being a rapper at 50 years old has its benefits because also you've lived a life. So now you basically rapper 2.0 because if you're 50 years old, like me, you already did a whole lot of stuff. You done seen a whole lot of stuff. And so your messaging won't just be the normal messaging in hip hop. You'll actually have a little flavor in hip hop. For instance, look at the record company that I started. It's called self-made ology. Well, people say, what the hell does that mean? Well, I'm like, you don't know what self-made ology? Well, what about psychology? What about biology? You've heard of this before? They'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, well, let's start here. Do you know what self-made mean? Yeah, okay, well, the ology is the study of being a self-made person. So that's what the ology stands for. But how would you know that if you don't even know what ology stands for? So me being an artist and a person that's a little bit more studied and has a little bit more experience in life, I know exactly what ology means. What are you talking about? So that's why the brand is called Self-Made Ology Records. So when my music come out, it's under my brand, Self-Made. You heard of Self-Made, and when I was realizing that nobody had Self-Made Ology, I said this is a no-brainer, because it's easy to just get this brand, and then people have to be schooled on what ology stands for, because a lot of people just don't know. They don't understand that ology is to study something. So I'm studying self-made lifestyle, and that's how I live. You know what I'm saying? So in 50 years of my life, not only have I been a hip hop fan, I've been, always doing my stuff as a self-made person, working for myself. And it sometimes piss people off because most people have committed to jobs and committed to careers. And sometimes, and a lot of times, they don't like those careers and jobs. But it ain't my issue. I didn't make it work there. But you know how it is. Sometimes people be unhappy at their jobs. And so that's another thing that being a 50-year-old rapper can do. It can be motivation for somebody who don't believe in themselves and don't think that they got it, or don't think that nobody want to hear their message. Well, I'm an artist, and I do believe that somebody do want to hear your message. They do want to know what you're talking about, especially if you create yourself and you put your own heart and soul into it. Of course, people want to know what you got going on or how you created it or how you did it. That's what being an artist is all about. So 50 years of hip hop, think about how many rappers we heard in that time frame. 50 years? I mean, you're talking about, I heard Sugar Hill Gang when I was probably about 79, 80, maybe something like that, 81. I guess it would be like 79 or 80 because I was a kid. I was like probably about 7, 8 years old. My aunt brought the album back
until she was babysitting us. She was the youngest of my aunts, and she had albums at that point. And she said, "Do y'all want to hear this one or that one?" It was like another album at the same time. She had two, but we chose the other album because it was just a random pick. And then there was a song that they had came out like Boogie Nights, It's All Night. It was a song we dancing all around to that shit. We loved that song. I never forgot that song. I was like, Boogie Nights a dope song. So anyway, it was time for the second album, and my aunt put it in there. Auntie Sadika, rest in peace. She passed away. Now she introduced me to hip hop, and so she put the second album on. And I never forgot the guy said hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hop, you don't stop, the rocker to the bang bang boogie, the up the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. What the heck was that? And they did that on the album, and I was like, oh shit, that was dope. We kids, we danced to that one too, but I never forgot the words. And the chicken tastes like wood. If your girl start acting up, won't you date her friend? And obviously this song came on the radio. I wasn't even paying attention to the radio so much as a kid, but I remember that song went on, and obviously it played for many years of my life. So I just never forgot how dope that song was. I'm a fan of that song still to this day. But I said all that to say that you just don't be knowing how your level, what your hip hop is going to do, like what that can inspire you to do. So over the decades, I never was even around nobody that made hip hop. I mean, my buddies did, but then I wasn't in the studio with them. I was doing my career, and sometimes it bled into hip hop because hip hop is everything and everywhere. So it's not like I wasn't around it, but I didn't necessarily go in the studio with them while they making songs and shit. Necessarily to have those experiences too much in life. So as I got older, this is what God do. I just so happened to run into artists that had time, that was interested in kicking it with me and going in the studio, showing me how all of it worked. And I said, all right, let's do it. And next thing you know, I got a rap album, and I'm grateful for that. But if you hear my music, you're not going to know I'm a 50-year-old. You're going to hear my music. You're going to be like, damn, that shit sound good. Wait, what? You know what? Forget my music. Rock my music videos. You're going to be like, damn, that's dope. And I directed them myself because my career was in filmmaking before I did raps. So I already knew how to do visuals, bringing visuals to the character and the artist, and having dimensions of storytelling inside my music video. So that's another thing that my experience is going to be able to bring you as you watch my career develop in music. You'll be able to see me tapping into storylines that move me from, like, let's say, Back to the Future movie, or let's say I was bringing a characterization from a medieval time like Vikings into the storyline of my music video. Sometimes the songs bring this out of you. It brings that from your development. And this is the story. Like one song I got, and I actually want to try to play that song for you. It's a medieval type song. And I was like, when I heard it, it's like, I couldn't believe the song sounded like this. I said, oh shit, I love this beat. And eventually I was able to make the song. But I want you to hear it just a little bit so you can see what the visuals could be for this song. And as soon as I heard the beat, I knew what the song visuals were. But then I had to make the song. So, but I heard it, and so let me play it if you could hear it. Let me see. Yeah, you probably can hear it. It's not out. It's not out. I don't want it to continue. See, she got no decisions up to me. I don't see the things she wanna see. She can't listen. That's all this came down to, with you fucking around with me. That's all you did was make me wanna chase you round the tree. But shorty, I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, I ain't a fool. I come around, I shoot your hole up like a fucking school. Don't play me, don't fuck around with crazy. Look, that's me making this song, but when the beat come back in, I want you to visualize the medieval times, like when, I guess, the Victorian period, where they had those big wigs on. It'd be white people over in Europe. I saw them doing one of them soiree dances in the music video for this. So I'm trying to make sure I get the hair, the wigs they wear and the little jackets and shit. They have big long socks up, and I want my actors and shit to be wearing that while me and the girl character do some kind of connection. Then obviously we probably do a dance at the end. This is my visual idea for the song as I heard the beat. So then I had to give it a song, like words to describe the song and give it a beat. So let me play a little bit more for y'all. Don't be stupid. I will fucking shoot you. This bitch is dumb. Listen to this player. I'll slap your ass. I'm like the Dragon Slayer. Give me all of mine. I ain't playing with none. Shoot you in your face. Do that shit for fun. Then
She be always playing me.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet of that. That's coming out soon. But that was a song that's like the creative side. You hear this stuff, and then it's like, you know what? Having watched television since I was a kid, I've seen the visuals that I want to put behind the story. It's just that I have to make the song to bring that storyline together from the beat. So as I heard the beat, I said, "This the song. This the song. This how it goes." And it's about a guy who is tired of dealing with his girl giving him directions and telling him what to do. And the people do that. People be in tough relationships, but he don't never lead a girl. And it's just that I was going to bring that storyline together from showing a period time. And that's really what this art form is your experience that you had before now, the fact that you can still give the music essence and strength, that you would know what you're saying. You know that you can deliver these words. You know that you can deliver your story through music. And it allows you to just not only make the song, but then you can also have that backup element of the music video. You can also have the look that you do. Like I got some live performances on this here channel of me and some of my other element, which is a part of my hip hop, is that I do rap country. So like my latest song is called Desperado, and it's the music video is on here, and it's like a rap country song. And then the other song that came out before that, which is out this year, is called Boot Girls, which is another country western song. And so it just came to me. These things come to me from the beat. It comes to me from the my brain, and obviously from the imagery that come into your brain hearing the beat. And then you make the song, you let people hear it, they love it. So we shot the music video, and we're going to redo these music videos. We're going to reshoot them as the times warm up. But I wanted to make sure we had a visual for it because they loving the song so much. And like Boo Girl's going crazy on Apple Music and Spotify. And if you hear it, it's going to be like, wait a minute. It's literally a country western hip hop song. But when I woke up that morning, I didn't know I was going to make that. It came from the beat and all those elements. So again, your experience in life, the time that you spent on earth, the fact that you have such a plethora of experience raising kids, dealing with life, dealing with bills, dealing with jobs, dealing with sadness and happiness, death, birth. All of these things tie into your stories, relationships, long-term relationships, short-term relationships, fake friends, cool friends, jealousies. A lot of people could talk about this, but they in their 20s. They probably haven't had such a long-term experience of that fake friend coming back, or that job hiring you again, or that girl want a double date. Now what do you do? Now what do you do when they come back, spin back around? Well, if you had as much life as I have, they came back around 2 or 3 times. So now you had that experience that you could tell in the song, and somebody could say, damn, I never thought about it from that perspective. So don't let your age scare you. Don't let your age be a reason that you don't make this rap. The music is our age. You're 50, I'm 50, hip hop is 50. That's a hug, in my opinion. We kicking it. That's a group. You know what I'm saying? It's grass in every state. And they don't care what other grass do in other states. They just keep growing. And that's what we're going to do. We the grass in hip hop that's growing. And we got into the game at this time. So we got a dope message to put out there. And a lot of people want to hear what we got to say. Because not only do we got a dope message, the music sound amazing. The music sounds so good that when you hear it, you're going to look back and be like, wait a minute, what? This them? This him? This her? This guy? So make sure you keep pushing the music, keep pushing your message. It's a place for us out there. Everybody waiting on something new, something they can gravitate to. And a lot of youngsters going to rock with us too, because why? The sound, sonically, is going to sound good. So that's going to bring them to the sound. And you're going to be like, oh, shit, damn, you know what? You still listen to music from the old people like the Four Tops or, whoever, Temptation. If you heard My Girl, even Michael Jackson stuff from back in the 80s, you would hear it and be like, oh, damn, Billie Jean, that still sound cool. Bam. That's what we're here to do. Keep entertaining, keep showing love, keep liking and subscribing. Definitely hit me up in one of these little comment sections or the pin comment that's going to have some of our brand stuff in there, or you can check us out, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, peace.